Where were you born?
I don't know. I never knew a mother nor a father.
You will be my instrument.
Who are you?
Denzel motherfucking Washington. King Kong ain't got... He's a fanatic. Honestly, I saw this movie like a whole ass month ago, but I'm giving you this review now, so... Gladiator 2 takes place during a time where Rome is in a pretty dark place. It's run by twin rulers who are honestly just two sick, pale bastards. Real life. They abuse their power too much. And to be honest, these two pale mofos have way too much power. Too much for their own good. I mean, these people are sick as hell. Lucius, the main character, Paul Mescal, his city is raided by Pedro Pascal, who is a general. His evil alter ego raids his city, makes his people slaves after he kills like a ton of them. Siri's listening to this conversation right now. She needs to stop. I'm finna be part of that Apple lawsuit, I promise you. Anyway, he raids his city, turns him into a slave, then he is sold as a gladiator to Denzel Washington. This is where the chills get down to the bone. Denzel Washington buys him, sees his potential, sees that he can make him astronomically rich and powerful to the point where he might be able to run Rome. He was actually right. Denzel eyes don't lie. He bet big on this guy, and he won every single time without fault. He won every single time. He took Pedro Pascal's seat. He just getting power, 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 power. Denzel quickly went from this to this. Lucius wants to take these people down, restore hope in Rome so that it ultimately has a prospering future. The set pieces, monumental. The arenas, gorgeous. That shark arena was so cool, but it was superbly underutilized, and honestly, the sharks did look pretty, but I mean, it was overshadowed by the fact that the arena was just cool, so I let it go. Rome, ironically enough, despite its corruption and sickness, is really beautiful. It's a gorgeous Rome. It's just sprawling, it's flourishing, it's wonderful. Ridley Scott really achieved two things with this movie: action and spectacle. Combine them two, and we have a gargantuan mega-sized sequel where the action and violence is just amped up to 11. It's bloody. It's a bloody good time. What can I say? It's wonderful. It was fun to watch. Denzel, you stole the entire show, bro. Denzel ran this movie. He really killed it. Stole every single scene he was in. Now I thought his performance was a tad bit overhyped, just a little bit, just like that much. A rice grain, just that much. But it was perfect. Scene stealer, show stopper. He ran that shit, and Oscar, give it to him. But not even Denzel can save this movie, no matter how good he is. Paul Mescal was flat. Every single inspirational speech he gave was not inspirational, in my opinion. He didn't really uplift my spirits, and I can't even really tell if he uplifted his men. I mean, his men didn't really seem too enthusiastic. They were, but I know in the back of their minds, like, this is the damn speech? Like, I know if I was there, I'd be thinking, whoa, whoa. Yeah, we all gonna die. It just wasn't inspiring. He did really well with his action scenes. Any physicality stuff, he did really well with it. I love you, Paul Mescal, but once you started giving speeches and things like that, I was like, ugh. I wasn't feeling it, and I think that's okay, my opinion. Pedro Pascal should have actually been a really evil general. I didn't like that he was already sort of the good guy. He just raided a whole ass city, and now they make us care about him early on. They make us not see him as the bad guy, when I'm like, he should have been the bad guy from the jump. He should have only been redeemable after he learned that his wife's son was Lucius, that he did something terrible, and now he should be redeemed. But we got what we got. The ending was so rushed, and hope was not earned in Gladiator 2. They really forced it. They forced the ending to be hopeful. They built up Denzel Washington from a little tiny cellar broker boy to the most powerful man in Rome, the emperor, and then you kill him off, and then you just say, oh yeah, now hope is restored. Wow. Why? He did all this crazy shit just to have 5 minutes of power, and then you robbed him of that. I would have had a bad ending. That way we can have a story for Gladiator 3, and then, you know, we can see just what he does with Rome in the third one. Where is the story gonna go? They just speed run the whole ending, and it was rushed, and it just wasn't satisfying to me. Gladiator 2 really should have stood on its own. Like, I know the first one ended with him having a kid and riding a horseback away to safety, but I really think it should have just stood on its own. It should have been its own big action upscale movie. It has good bones. It has the right amount of structure and foundation to stand on its own, but no, everything has to connect to the predecessor, blah, 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 blah. So, honestly, I gotta give Gladiator 2 a 6 out of 10. It was just mid. That's why I call it the mediator. It just wasn't really all that good, story-wise. But if you want to watch it for action, spectacle, and just an overall good time, it's the movie for you. And that being said, I'd watch it again. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that bell button so you stay notified when I post my next video, which is coming very soon. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to get Denzel on your asses. Y'all already know what's gonna happen.
Now I will control an empire.
Y'all don't want none of that. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.